Good evening, St. Peter the Apostle, Senior Boys Basketball 2020-21 parents. Welcome to the season. I believe it's going to be a great one. It's going to look different, but I believe it's going to be a great one. Normally this time of year we would have a parent meeting and we could meet each other and really get down to the heart of what the season's going to look like, but unfortunately we can't do that this year. You're not allowed in the building, and I'll be honest with you, I'm a little bit of a princess and I don't want to go outside. It's too cold for me. That's why my sport is inside. So this is the best we can do. And if after this you have any questions, please feel free to email me. We can talk via email, or we can arrange a phone call or a Google Meet or whatever it is you want to do. I just want you to feel comfortable with what's going to happen this year. So let's get going. One thing before we get going is this is going to be blunt. I'm a very blunt person when it comes to this parent meeting, and there might be some things in here that upset you, but I'm not trying to upset anyone. I'm just trying to be clear and concise and honest with you as to what this is going to look like. And at the end of the day, and you don't like what I have to say, and the season just started, your son doesn't have to play. And I know that sounds terrible. I want your son to play. He made the team. I want to spend time with him. I want to make them better. But it needs to be a good fit. And if you don't think this is a good fit for your son, then that is absolutely 100% your choice. You do not have to play. So, away we go. So, first things, like my name is Mr. Delano. I've been coaching at this school since it opened. Before that, I coached at St. Thomas. I coached some college basketball. I coached for Basketball Alberta. I've been around. I've been doing this a long time. So I know this when I say this. I'll do everything I can to make sure it's a great season for your son. But you have to know some things. First off, you got to know that I'm going to spend more time with your kids in the next few months than I will my own. So please keep that in mind. All right? And that's not meant to make you feel guilty or anything, but just remember, this is a volunteer position. I don't get paid for this. If anything, doing this costs me money. Remember that. Okay? Doing this costs me money. I don't get paid any extra to coach basketball. Also know that I'm going to be hard on your children. I'm going to hold them accountable. I'm going to do everything I can to make them better than what they were. But know that I love them. I love the kids on my team. My relationship with them means everything to me, and I want them to succeed. So above all else, know that. We live in a COVID world, so please make sure you read the return to play and safety protocols that I sent home with your child. And again, if you have any questions about those, please let me know. None of us like this, but it's what we must do to get to play. And I know for some of you it's going to be really hard, as of right now. Maybe this will change by the time I put this video out. Maybe it'll change halfway through the year, but as of right now, you're not allowed to watch your child play in the gym. I know that sucks. None of us like it. I will try everything I can to make sure that you can live feed it or watch it on YouTube or something later. I don't know how we're going to do that or if we can do that, but I'll try, okay? But none of us like it. So if it's the world we live in, let's just be grateful that we get a chance to play at this point. So I want you to understand that my coaching philosophy when it comes to coaching the senior boys basketball team, I believe in FAB. Okay, family always comes first. Always, always, always. Academics will always come second. Okay, understand that I track academics. I'm not asking them to be on the honor roll, but I am asking them to go to class all the time, on time, and they're doing their work and not being a pain, and they're doing the best they can, just like I'd ask them on the basketball court. And then basketball comes third. Okay, and if you can't make that happen, then maybe this isn't the place for you. Now, I know some of you your children work. That's great. Okay, that's not in FAB. We take this very seriously, and we expect the boys to be there as often as they can. And missing every second practice because you got something else going on is not okay. Okay, so please, saying that, please remember that everyone on our team has a family. I have a family. Teammates have a family. All of us have families. And do your best to respect everyone's time. Okay, not just yours, not just mine, but everyone's time. Now, our goals for the season. The season's weird. We don't know what the season's going to look like, right? We don't know if there's going to be provincials or league or whatever. We don't know. I wish I did know, but I don't. So all we can do is we can stay positive, right? Stay positive and try and give your children the best experience they can. Hopefully, there'll be something that we can play for near the end of the season, but we don't know yet. But regardless, our goal is never to win games. I've never came to a season with the goal to win games. The goal is always to have fun. We're going to try and make your children better young men, and we're going to try and compete every single day to get better. We're going to compete with each other. We're going to compete with hopefully some other teams, but that's always our goal, to get better and have fun, and not with just our teammates, but enjoy the process of getting better in a season every single day. We practice a lot. We practice 4 or 5 days a week at various times. And then, of course, games whenever we can. COVID year, I don't know what they're going to look like I said. But the expectations haven't changed. Your shoes are on. Shoes and jersey are on before the clock hits the hour for practice. Of course, wouldn't you know, I found a spelling mistake now that I'm doing my presentation, of course. So shoes and jersey, practice jersey are on before the clock hits the hour. If we have a game, they're in uniform 30 minutes before a game. And I know that sometimes that can be hard for you, especially if it's an away game and you have to drive your child to a game and then sit in the parking lot or go shopping or something and then come back an hour and a half later. I know, that's a bummer. It sucks. No one likes it. But I still need them in uniform 30 minutes before a game. And if you're ever going to miss, I need 24 hours notice. Now, I know this isn't possible. Like if you wake up and your son is sick that day. I get that. Son is sick that day. But we've got to make sure that you're trying to give me 24 hours notice whenever you can. And if your son's sick or anything like that, just please let me know. Okay? So that I don't worry. If they're not at practice, I worry. Okay? Like there are people that are watching this video right now. I've called them home and said, "Where's your son? Where's your son? Where's your son?" Because I'm hoping they're not in the ditch somewhere. So please, just let me know. Okay? And then remember, FAB, Family Academics Basketball, and trying to accommodate whenever possible. Like I understand if it's grandma's birthday. I really do. It's grandma's birthday, it's important, or it's your anniversary, it's brother's birthday, whatever. I understand that. But please try and make accommodations whenever possible. Because remember, I have a family too.
It's me.
I'm making a video right now. You're killing me. That's Mrs. Fulford in the background, ruining my video. Okay, so let's keep going about this. Playing time. I promise that every kid will get a chance to earn minutes in practice. I promise that your son will get into every half of every game, with notable exceptions of ability rounds, championships, and playoffs. Okay? So, I treat everyone the same in practice, regardless of whether they play 40 minutes or play 4. Everyone's going to get a chance to earn more minutes. And like I said, everyone's going to get into every game. I promise them certain minutes, but there are exceptions. Like I said, championships, playoffs. Once we hit a certain time of the year, some kids just won't play anymore, and that's just the way it is. Okay? Saying that, though, sometimes I make mistakes. Sometimes I forget to get a kid in. It's not personal. Sometimes it's just me on the bench, and sometimes I make mistakes. So please, it's not a personal thing. I did it last year a couple times. I felt terrible about it, but I'll do everything I can to make sure that I keep my promise. Saying that, I will never, ever, 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 ever discuss playing time with parents. I won't do it. However, I'm always happy to talk to your sons about how they can earn more playing time. They just have to come see me. I'm happy to have that conversation. I welcome that conversation, but I won't talk to parents about it. Okay? It's not for you to decide. And again, like I said at the very beginning of this, I'm going to be blunt with you guys. If you don't like that, being part of this team is entirely your choice. Now, it's important that we have a good relationship between parents and coaches. So I'll admit, some of you have probably heard me or seen me coach before, and some of you are watching this video for the first time and just meeting me. I come off sometimes a little crazy. But please understand that you don't always know what goes on behind the scenes. You don't know what's going on in practice. You don't know about meetings that I have after practices and games. You don't know about some of the conversations that I've had with some of your sons. Okay? So if I say or do something that upsets you, please let me know. But understand there are rules with that. Do not approach me after a game. And I know that's even harder this year because you can't come in the building. But don't be waiting outside to talk to me because I won't talk to you. Okay? I'm an emotional wreck after a game, win or lose. I'm an emotional wreck. So don't talk to me after a game. I won't talk to you. It sounds terrible, but I won't. Okay? Please wait 24 hours. We have a 24, 48-hour rule. Wait 24 hours. If something upsets you, wait 24 hours. Go home. Relax. Let your emotions settle. But let me know that you want to talk within 48. And if you wait longer than 48, it wasn't that important, we won't talk about it. So don't ever email me and say, hey, I was upset with something you said last Friday. If that was a week ago, then it obviously wasn't that important. We're not going to talk about it. Okay? So, but please, 24, 48. Wait 24. Just let me know within 48, and then we can talk about what it is that we need to talk about. Okay? Make sure you're a fan, not a fanatic. My job is to coach. Your job is to be a parent. I don't tell you how to parent your kid. Please don't tell me how to coach the team. And please don't make me ask you to leave the gym. Hopefully you'll be in the gym watching our games. Right? But if you are, don't make me ask you to leave. You wouldn't be the first parent I've asked to leave the gym. And if you are, I guarantee you won't be the last. And this includes treatment of officials and opponents. Obviously, we want to treat our own team really well, right? We're always cheering for our team, but we don't boo opponents, we don't wish negativity on opponents, and we don't yell at the officials. Okay, as a former basketball official, I can tell you it's the hardest job in the gym. Okay, so it doesn't do us any good. So please represent. You are also representing our school. Please make sure you represent them to the best of your abilities. Okay. Now, I will need some parent volunteers as the year goes on. I do need your help. Please make sure the fees and forms are done. Please make sure they're handed in and they're paid. Your son cannot play until this is done. Fees and forms need to be done. If fees are an issue, speak with me ASAP. We can figure it out. Money will not become an issue. I will not allow money to come between your son playing basketball and not playing basketball. But we need to deal with it right away. Don't just let it hang off on the side. Deal with it right away so that we have a plan to get this done. And there are driving rules, okay? You can only drive your own son unless they have filled out the proper paperwork and provided proof of $2 million liability. Okay? Other than that, you can only drive your own son. It doesn't matter if they live next door to you. You can't drive them unless you have the proper paperwork. I know you can do it for community basketball, I know you can do it for that, I know you can do it for lots of things, but this is school basketball and it's very different, okay? Also, your son can never drive themselves anywhere except to SPA. So this means if we have a game at Spruce Grove Comp, and you live 3 blocks in Spruce Grove Comp, your son cannot drive there. He might have to drive to SPA and catch a ride. That's just the way the world works. I don't like it any more than you do. It's out of my control. If you don't like it, take it up to the higher ups because I don't like it either. Okay? And then hopefully we have a chance to travel and go overnight. And if we do that, we are going to need some more parent drivers at some point. Again, it's a COVID year. I don't know if that's going to happen, but hopefully we'll get a chance. And then again, hopefully we'll have a home tournament. If we do have our home tournament this year, which is not looking good right now, but hopefully we will, I will need parents to provide the coaches' room food. Okay? And just keep the coaches' room clean, keep all the coaches and volunteers fed. And getting near the end here, lastly, some communication. I'll always email you important dates as soon as I have them. So as soon as we know dates of games or what's happening with structure of provincials or league or whatever it is that might happen, I'll let you know. Okay? As soon as I know, you'll know. Also know that every Monday I will email you. This is the week ahead. This is what we're doing this week. This is some changes, blah, blah, blah. And then I message your sons every Sunday with the week ahead. So there's no such thing as over communication, I believe. So I will email. You're going to get a lot of emails from me this year. So please just keep that in mind, okay? So just communicate. It goes both ways. I talk to you. Please talk to me. And then lastly, guys, I want to take this opportunity to thank you. Thank you for trusting me with your children, right? I have 2 sons. I've coached them. They're young. They haven't gotten this level yet, but it means a lot to me that you trust me with your children. It's something I take a huge responsibility for. It means a lot to me. Like I said earlier, my relationship with your children means everything to me. One of the things I'm really proud of as a coach is I do keep really good relationships with all my kids that have graduated. You know, we have usually our alumni game every year, and we usually have a speaker come back every year and talk to the team that's played for me before. It means a lot to a lot of people to have the Spartan on their chest. None more than me. So thank you again for trusting me, especially this year because you're not going to be around as much as I know you want to be. So thank you. And again, if there's ever any questions or concerns, please feel free to email me. All right? Like, don't let something dwell. Let me know right away. We'll take care of it. So thanks, guys and gals. Have a great day, and hopefully we'll talk soon. Bye.